Albert Corey. I call him the tax man. We're going to find out, why taxes are so complicated. Albert says it's not. What you need to do for your business and what got him in this game of taxes and helping other people in the first place. From what I understand, almost 40 years ago. Hey, Albert, are you out there?
Yes, I am. Thank you,
What?
Patricia, for having me. Sorry. One of my first tips of success is you got to go out and go to events. Because if I didn't get off my keister and go out to Vegas about 2 years ago, I wouldn't have met this amazing people. So step number one for success is go to events. The IRS will pay you to go out and learn a whole bunch more. Because you know why, Teresa? They want you to learn more and to make it a deduction. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they know if you start learning from the best like Miss Teresa, you're going to start to make more ching ching and bling bling, and then they're going to make more money. They know that. Hello.
I love it. I love it. What got you into the business of taxes? What made you decide I'm going to be the tax man?
Well, this is the most crazy story. In 1982, I came out of school, and if they think things are bad, this is being shot on December 2022, just before New Year's. And there was no work, no job. So I was working in my parents' motel. Until one day, Mama Corey comes up to me and says, Albert, I go, yeah, Mom, go get your checkbook. I go, why? You're the IRS. I go, huh? Who?
Uh-oh.
What's that? Yeah, everybody's got to pay taxes. And now it's time for you. Now, I forgot to put before this, Teresa, I'm from a Lebanese family. So for 3 years, I was collecting all the money and being kind of like GM of all our real estate properties. And I would just go on the dresser, want to go to Vegas. There's money always there. Until that one day she says, get your checkbook. Yo, the IRS. And that put me on the mission. 135,000 people ago, that put me on the mission to make sure that, that nobody, that doesn't happen again. And it hasn't happened again on my watch.
So in 2022, there's different options. We'll call them options for filing your taxes. We can call a professional like yourself. There's softwares out there. And then there's these little booths in the grocery store. When you own a business, should you be doing your taxes yourself or should you seek a professional?
Don't get me started on this, Teresa. I'll tell you the first little story and then we'll go. Well, okay. I was speaking, Teresa, remember, a few weeks ago in Vegas. And one of these breaks, I was talking to this one person and be an author. Okay. And, and I tried telling her to get a corporation and blah, blah, blah. And she says, oh, I got to ask my husband. I go, okay. And then she tells me, my husband's been doing our stuff for 30 years. I said, okay. And he's a mechanical engineer in California. That story's getting worse. I go, why don't you open up a corporation in Florida? And listen, I'm not full disclosure. I'm a hustler, but I'm trying to save you money. She goes, oh, I got to ask my husband. Answer is no, because he's always did it himself on TurboTax. I'm saying to myself, TurboTax. First of all, I am anti-TurboTax. No. You know why, Ms. Teresa, I'm anti-TurboTax?
Why is that?
Because it doesn't talk to you. If you work with me or anybody in my firm, Coin Associates, we all got big mouths. Rule number one, if you work for Coin Associates, you got to be a people person, talk to my clients to squeeze every little ounce we can. Well, TurboTax can't talk to you, right? And you're a computer person. Last thing I know, when you're typing into TurboTax and it's going screen to screen, how is it going to know how much money you spent to go to that event? How much you're going to spend to go write that book and all these deductions. So what will end up happening, there's a 90% chance they're going to write off about $20,000 on a Schedule C personal return, and it's going to be set up. The IRS can say, ding, ding, ding. Excuse me, this is an audit. Because one thing I can tell you, the IRS did hire 87,000 agents in the next 20 years. But at the end of the day, they're going to whack you because of the computer. The computer is going to say, I'm going to make this up. I know this by heart. Line 7, Schedule C on your personal return is car miles, car expenses. So this dope, and by the way, I see this at events all the time, that they're going to show 35 to 40,000 because, Ms. Teresa, you know, some of the events we go to, because to be successful, you want to get that book out there, you're going to pay money to the big dogs.
Right.
Big people. IRS will pay for it. So they're going to put it all on your Schedule C, and the government's going to see $40,000 loss. How about you? But the computer's going to say, ding, 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 chicken dinner. We got a winner. Show me all your stuff. Doesn't have to be that way, dude. You know, don't do TurboTax because it's not going to know when to hold and when to fold.
Now, you're in Florida, correct?
Yes.
So if I'm based in Nevada, or if another person that's watching this is based in Illinois or Tennessee, can they contact you, or do they have to connect with a professional in their state?
No, guys. Can I tell you another funny secret? I'm so old that we did stuff way back in 1990, Miss Teresa, when I started. There was this thing called a fax machine. Remember that? You can come back. Okay. There was this thing called fax machine. We've been doing remote stuff since the days of fax machines. Even during COVID, by the way, excuse me, Lord, thank you for COVID, because I cleaned up in California, because everybody in California was shut down. So everybody sees me posting in front of my office in good old Hialeah, Florida, Miami. I'm open up the door, because Florida, you know, we were open. God bless the governor, and I'm not there. We're open. So I made a killing from California, Colorado, and New York, because they're all closed. But not us. Email me.
Wow.
Guess what? You email me on my secure server, and I have a saying. It's done as if you're sitting right next to me. We filed the returns. When I ran a Square report, 40% of what we do, nobody comes into our office right now. Now think about this. I filed 4,600 returns, and 35% of revenue, they don't come into the office no more. How's that?
Wow.
And we have clients in 7 countries and 38 states last year. Obviously, I didn't get nobody in Hawaii, Alaska, and South Dakota for sure, and Idaho. Those states I know I didn't do, because nobody's in Idaho.
Why is an accountant important to my business, to anybody's business?
Because they know it's like anything else. And I like telling funny stories. Okay. Can I tell you one of my crazy stories that makes people laugh?
Yeah.
So, Ms. Teresa, if your husband has a heart attack, and I don't hope this doesn't happen, are you going to go to the wall, get the electric cord, cut it in, and put it to his heart? Or are you going to call 911? What's the emergency? What are you going to do, Teresa?
911, definitely.
It's the same thing on accounting. Go to somebody who knows what they're doing. We have a heart attack. Okay? You're going to go to a cardiologist. So why are you doing it yourself? Don't get it. Especially if you're a business owner. Work, what's the saying go? Work on your business, not in it. And we got the best prices in town. So here's what I'm going to make it really easy when you work with us. It's not no shameless plug. I got to tell you what it is. So if you make, I can tell you, if you're a business owner and you try to do it yourself, I'll guarantee you cannot do this under maybe 8 to 10 hours, maybe longer. So Miss Teresa, how much do you get an hour to do at your job?
Average about $200 an hour.
Thank you. 200 times 10 is?
Yeah, it's a good day.
Well, thank you. Well, in our office, we'll do everything. You give us the worksheet and you want us to do bookkeeping. We'll do everything door to door, everything for like $1,500. That's bookkeeping, doing everything. Okay. And if you give us the income statement because you think you know QuickBooks, which that's another story. Okay. That we'll even do it for like $500. And that's you living in
Wow.
New York State. That's 4 returns. So do it to
That's
somebody
amazing.
who knows what they're doing. Okay. Or like here, I got a great example. It's like, do you like sushi?
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to figure something that's hard to make that people go out to dinner. I got one. Do you like, because you're in Vegas, do you like some of those super fancy desserts you can buy at the Vegas hotels?
Yes.
Well, are you going to go sit there and go to the grocery store, Kroger's, and buy everything and try to make it yourself? Are you going to go to the Wynn Hotel because they got the best, I'm making this up here, right? The best souffle or the best dinner, right? Or are you going to sit there and go to pub or go to the supermarket, buy everything and try to make it yourself?
It depends on the day, but usually I'll eat out.
Right. Exactly.
So my question, I've heard you say it. Why do you say that an accountant is like a very sharp knife?
Oh, that's so
what does that mean?
That's simple. You know how your knife, you know, by the way, you can put it at both. It's okay, everybody, if you're doing it, whoever's doing the recording here. So think of it as a knife. Your accountant is a sharp knife because if it's dull, and I'm going to give you a good example. What can you cut, Teresa? If you go and try to cut, here's a great example. And some of you don't understand this analogy. You got a tomato, right? And if you got a dull knife, what's going to happen, Teresa?
You're going to get tomato juice everywhere.
Thank you. And if you got a sharp knife?
Yeah, you get nice, clean slices.
Same thing with the accountant, dude. It's like a sharp knife. Because if it's sharp, baby, this guy's going to get you all your deductions and you're going to pay less. When you come to somebody like me, I will guarantee you or your money back. And I've never lost this bet in 135,000 returns. That you're going to get more money than you pay me back in less time and aggravation.
Wow. Okay, I know you know some good tips. What's a great tip that a business or business owner should be doing and could use every month, maybe every day? What would you tell them if Albert was on their shoulder that they could do a great tip for the month?
Don't do your own bookkeeping. Sorry. Spend the time. Let me tell you something. Spend the time, either go hire somebody or pay our office to do it. Okay. Because guess what? Go do something else. Okay. Oh, I can use QuickBooks. Fine. But if you're making $200 an hour, by the time you spend the time to put it in QuickBooks, guarantee you, Skippy, okay, QuickBooks for you to go and go do your bank statement. And listen, we do probably close to 100 bookkeeping a year. Average bank statement for small business is 12 pages. It's going to cost you, this is because the way we think, it's going to cost you 5 hours a month to do it yourself. Let's say you can do it quickly, 3 hours.
Ooh.
You get paid, I know, you get paid $200 an hour, right? That's $600. If our team can do it for $100 and there's no aggravation, you send it, we do it, you're done. No headache, no white hair, it's done. Not only is it done, come January 5th, you call me, it's already in our system. You know, we do file an extension because I want to ask you more questions. Then you're done. No headache, no hassle, no late charges, no nothing.
Does the IRS care, because you're in Florida, I'm in Nevada, does the IRS care where your company is headquartered?
Great question.
Do they care at all?
No. People don't get that. IRS doesn't care. Remember, Miss Teresa, IRS is a federal, right, Teresa? Federal. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty, and justice for all. IRS only wants the ching ching and bling bling. They don't care. You know, Miss Teresa, you know who really cares? Guess who cares? The 47 states that want to steal your money on state income tax. They care. Okay, they care. And they want that extra money.
I love it.
They care. You know, they care.
I love
Nobody
it.
else cares. And you know, and what you would say, well, my corporation is now vested in Florida because I'm in Florida. Here's the greatest example that I talk about on the national business stages. Okay, Ms. Teresa, there's this company called Walmart, correct?
Yeah.
Walmart, you know, obviously is in probably all 50 states. I don't know, one state they're not in, correct?
Right.
But
Right.
there's only one corporate headquarters. Walmart only pays state income tax, not employee tax. You understand? Not real estate tax, but they only pay state income tax in Arkansas, where they're based. They don't pay in all 50 states. They only pay in Arkansas because that's where the corporate headquarters is.
Wow, I never thought about that. That's pretty amazing. Huh. Okay. So how can I make money instantly? I mean, what if that happened? That would be awesome. How do you make money instantly?
Can I tell you the trick?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell anybody. Make sure you file don't tell anybody. Make sure you file your tax stuff on time. Make sure you file an extension. Because you told me at the beginning of our talk today, you have an LLC, right?
Yeah.
So if you have LLC is limited liability partnership, by the way, that's a phone, which I'm going to hang up here. Oh, well. This, by the way, Miss Teresa, tell me this is a real live tax office with moving parts going around every day.
That's awesome.
And I just hung up on somebody. Oh, well, I think it's closed anyways. It's Christmas time. We're the only crazy ones who are open. But if you're an LLC and you don't file an extension, they're charging you $400 a month. A month. I got idiots who aren't my clients, or they open up their LLCs themselves. Oh, I didn't know. Boom, $400. If you're a sub-S company, it's only $200. That's why I tell people, open up a sub-S company. So at least if you're going to get whacked, you're going to get whacked $200, not $400.
Good grief. Now, before I let you out of the hot seat and before I let you go, I got to ask you a couple of questions. You know, one, if I've already started my business, I've been doing it through TurboTax for a couple of years, or I've got an accountant that is not Albert. He's not the tax man, and he hasn't been giving me these great deductions that you're talking about. Can I switch over to you even though I'm already going?
Here's a great question. And there's two parts to that. Part number one is, yes, the IRS doesn't care. The only thing I ask for, there's somebody in our office now that my son is finishing up, that just please don't tell me, oh, you came to me because the guy died. Okay? That's all I ask. I hear that all the time. But IRS doesn't care who you go to. IRS doesn't care. Yeah, it doesn't care whether you go to H&R Block or Coin Associates. Okay? They only care who signed the bottom of that return is on the hook. That's it. People say, oh, if I switch things. Second thing nobody doesn't know about is you can file an amended return for up to 3 years.
Oh, wow.
I saved somebody, a new person who came in the office this year off of Google. I saved them $27,000. I like that one, Teresa.
Wow.
Because the guy who did it before me didn't put no deductions. The guy works in entertainment. He's the one who sets everybody up on stages. That the guy never did any deductions. He owed them $47,000. I got it down to like $9,000. He didn't deduct anything. So you can do amended return. The second myth nobody doesn't tell you, Miss Teresa, is the IRS is not going to audit you because you did an amended return. Oh, let me say this another way. IRS is not going to audit you because you filed an amended return. The IRS is not going to audit you because you switched people. My rule of thumb is you go to the person who makes you feel comfortable and's got your back. If you feel they got your back, God bless you. When I speak on stages, oh, I got my goal. I said, fine, I don't care. I don't say I don't care, but yeah. Just make sure. And a couple of extra tips is make sure the guy is there if you call him.
Yeah, there's a point.
I can tell you I can tell you stories, but this is another cool story. Couple of other things I will tell you real quick is make sure you know the dates. You want to put money in your pocket, make sure you know the dates. I speak about this a lot on stages now because there's 3 dates for tax success that you're going to put money in your pocket almost instantly. First date is January 5th or 6th, which is coming up. You're going to call your guy to do an extension. Now you got till September 15th. Second date is July 5th. People go, why, Albert? Why July 5th? Because most of my business clients are dilly-dallying because they don't have their own bookkeeper to do it done. Okay? On July 5th, you're just starting getting your papers together for, Miss Teresa? For last year. You have 9 months. I got some guy who bailed on me 3 times. Oh, wow. I don't care. But 3 times. And he's like, oh, Albert, why are they charging me late charges? Dude, you had a year and a half to get your doo-doos done. Iris doesn't care. You had a year and a half now, right? Hello? But guess what? Here's the most important date. I'm telling you.
Okay.
The most important date other than September 15th and March 15th is August 5th.
Okay.
Ask me why.
Why?
Because what's going to happen is on August 5th, remember we said you filed an extension, right? We're going to go way back to January 5th or 6th. We said you're going to file an extension, correct?
Right.
So what's going to happen is you're going to call the guy and either 3 things are, well, hopefully either he's going to say, okay, Albert, you got an appointment. No problem. But you know what happens, how I make a lot of money that time? I make enough money that I can hang out with the cool kids. You know what I meant by that, right? I get to hang out with the cool kids because of all the stupid people on the planet. Sorry to put it that way. Because what happens is, Miss Teresa, you're going to call, right, on August 5th, and 2 things happen. Either the guy's going to tell you, and sorry, let me rephrase it. That's why they call me. I'll tell you why I get the calls. Because they're going to call this guy, and he's going to say, oh, I don't have no more time for you. Or B, the guy vanished, died. Like the guy in my office now, the guy died of cancer in the middle of getting all his bookkeeping done. So now my team is settling him out. Okay. So my point is, and by the way, that's how I make a lot of money, because those 2 things, because the guy either disappears or no time for you.
Wow. Now, let me ask you a quick question before I let you get out of this hot seat. And that question is, if I started as an LLC or I started as a sole proprietor and I'm listening to this right now and I go, okay, I want to do the S Corp. Can I switch? Is that possible?
Absolutely, darling. That's my specialty. I make a whole lot of extra money, Teresa. For all you cats who think they know what they were doing, then you got to call me. I make a lot of extra money. I thank all of you. It's called, if you're an LLC, you file the one form, the 2553, you send it in, the government will sit you almost automatically. Okay. There's also some ninja tricks that we know that if you did it, like say in the middle of this year, there's some exemptions. If you know how to put filed late pursuant to revenue 30-40, we did not know. Forgive me, Lord, I have sinned. And we will promise that the shareholders voted. IRS lets it go. The only difference is you'll have to mail it in.
Okay. Well, I thank you, sir. You're amazing. You've been telling people to reach out to you. How do they reach out to you?
Tell you what, there's 2 ways to reach out to me. Number 1, you can go back here. I don't know, can anybody zoom in and get my free gift by hitting the little QR code?
We can put the QR code on the screen.
But I tell you what, if you want to get a hold of me, I'm even Teresa, come on, I'm going to give you something that my team is going to probably kill me on. You can probably actually call my office. By the way, Miss Teresa, this is a real office. $5,600 a month rent says this is real. Trust me. Okay. 11 employees says this is the real deal. Trust me. You can call our office 305-823-9228 and we'll give you a free consultation. Then this isn't Zoom. This is a real number, 1800 68th Street, Suite 118, Hialeah, Florida, 33014. We got clients in 7 countries, and we did all 50 states, but obviously we don't do a Hawaii every year because none of my clients live in Hawaii no more. And I don't think I do South Dakota because I don't think nobody ever lives there. Okay.
Give the phone number again so we can get out of here.
305-823-9228. Our email address, now ready for this, Teresa? It's very hard to remember.
I'm ready.
info at 1040w2.com. What do I sell for a living?
Taxes.
Please put on the, and as an extra special gift, if you're watching, you call, say you heard me on JD3 TV with Miss Teresa, and we'll put your head of the line. You'll be part of our VIP, super deluxe, awesome people, because Teresa, you're awesome.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Hey, everybody, you know what to do. If you're looking for the tax man, you just found him. He just gave you the information on how to reach out to him, and the QR code is in front of you. So just scan it, reach out, and get your taxes right. Because apparently, if our taxes are right, we're actually making money. What a concept. I hope you enjoyed this segment, and we'll talk to you soon.